Right, guys, today I'm going to be talking about my blueprint to survive really choppy, slow, sideways markets. This is my P&L that I've been seeing for the past couple of days because I just haven't been trading. You can see how slow it is. So we have the gap scanner over here, which is what I pull up every single day. And you can see that, yeah, we have some nice gappers. It's very good price action pre-market. But as soon as market opens, it just goes to shit. Like over here, it can't even make it past VWAP. It just goes sideways the entire day. It's useless for me. This one tries going up, but then kind of just has resistance and then goes down. Doesn't make a big move. This one just dumps immediately. What does this one do? Just sideways the entire day. What even is this, right? So we can see the market is pretty slow. So now that the market is pretty slow, there's a couple of mistakes that I used to make and that I still see people making. So we'll go through those. One of the main mistakes I see people making is that just because the market is super slow, they get very impatient. They get super impatient. They're like, well, I haven't traded in like 7 days, so I guess I have to trade. You don't have to trade. You only trade when your setup comes in front of you. So the setup that I love is the bull flag. So you can see on the right over here, this is the perfect representation of what a bull flag looks like in a perfect world. And over here, you can see a representation of a bull flag in a real chart, in like a real stock. This is the setup that I like to wait for. Now, if I don't see this, then I'm not going to trade. That's it. I'm not going to start doing some weird strategy and just being super impatient, FOMOing into setups, because that's the easiest way to lose a bunch of money. And I said in my last video, I said that the worst thing you can do to compounding is interrupt it, right? Say you have your portfolio and it's slowly going up, slowly going up, slowly going up. To get to the point where it just starts accumulating and just starts going straight up like a rocket, you need to go through all of this phase. And the worst thing you can do is to interrupt it. So if it's slowly going up and you just get impatient, you FOMO into a setup, you're like, I need to trade, the market's slow, but I need to trade, and you take a big loss, it's going to take a long time for it to finally go up. And by the time you finally go up, everyone's already up, which is going to give you more FOMO, more losses. It's terrible. You never want to end up in this scenario. And so this is what I'm trying to say, right? Cash is a position. Cash is not you losing money. It's not you being a pussy. Cash is genuinely a position. Imagine a year like, what was it, 2022, when the entire market was just dumping. The entire market was just going down for that entire year. If you held cash, you would have made better gains than all these other people that were holding stocks. Because all these other people that were holding stocks, they were down 20, 30, 50%. You were up 0%. So technically you won. And that is a mindset that I have. The mindset I have is cash is genuinely a position. If I don't see the setup, I just chill, I just relax. Like, whatever. Today was a no trade day. Who cares? Let's wait till tomorrow. If that's no trade day, who cares? Let's wait till tomorrow. I just wait till the next setup. That's the best way to do these things. And take a look at this chart, right? Imagine you had $100 to start with and you start taking these trades. If you have a win and then a no trade day, you're this blue line over here. You can see how you go up, but then you go sideways because you don't take a trade. But then you go back up again. Then you go sideways, then you go back up again. You see how you're constantly making progress? Your account is constantly growing and growing and growing and growing. Now, let's say that you took a trade, but then you FOMO'd, you took a loss. Let's say it was a slow day, it was a choppy market. You were too desperate to trade, you put in a trade. You would be this orange line over here, where it goes up, but then you lose a bunch of money. Then it goes up again. You see how part of this win over here was spent making back the loss that you suffered the trade before? You see that? That is what you're suffering every single win. So let's say you win a trade, right? Let's say you make $1,000. Half of that $1,000 goes towards paying back your loss, and the other $500 is your profit. That's a terrible place to be in. Whereas if you're the blue guy over here and you make $1,000, that's your $1,000. That's for you to keep. You've literally doubled your gain by just holding cash. So don't think of cash as, oh no, I'm not making money fast enough, this is not great. Don't think of it like that. Because then you're just going to end up FOMOing and losing a bunch of money. You need to genuinely believe that cash is a position, because it is. I have so many no trade days, but I'm completely fine. Because eventually, when the setup comes, I make sure that I trade it. And I make sure I trade it aggressively. So if I see a stock like this, right, it gaps up, but then it opens and it just goes sideways, it goes up, whatever. I'm not gonna start forcing a trade. I'm not gonna start just spamming different indicators, forcing a trade. Maybe it goes up a little bit, I make some money. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. Now, if you guys want to learn my strategy super fast, you don't just want to spend days wasting time DIY, then you can work with me one-on-one. I'll review all of your trades, I'll give you feedback, we'll do one-on-one progress calls every week, and you get direct access to me. This is some of the results from the students on the right, because they're disciplined, you know? They only trade when they're supposed to. They also have no trade days like me. So if you are interested, book a call. It's the first link in the description. If the link still works, that means I'm still taking applicants. If the link doesn't work, then you're too late. So click that link to book a call. Now I want to talk about this quote that I attribute to myself. I should probably make a t-shirt and start selling them where it says there's always going to be another setup. But this is something I truly believe in. If you look at the chart that's on your screen, this is my profit for the year. And you can see it's been pretty bumpy. In the beginning, 0 trades. I'm literally going sideways. Literally 0 trades. Then in a couple of days, we're up 20 grand. Then you can see a couple losses, goes back up, sideways, no trade day, blah, blah. Goes up a little bit. And look at this. Look how many no trade days that is. Because I'm just refusing to FOMO. I'm like, if I don't see my setup, I'm not going to enter. I don't care that I haven't traded in like 7 days. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to wait. And look how well I got rewarded for just waiting. In a couple of days, we went from like, what is this, like 30K profits to like 70K profits in a couple of days. This is what I mean. Just wait for the setup. Then same thing yet again. Days where we just barely traded, made a little money over here, that's it. Then spiked up again. So always remember that there's gonna be another setup. Never go into a day thinking that, nope, this is it, finished, no more setups, I'm broke. Don't think like that, because there's always going to be another setup. And I've been in the market for so long now, where I've seen the slowest markets and I've seen the fastest markets. And I understand that there's cycles. I understand that they're always taking turns. Sometimes it's a slow market, then it's a fast one, then it's slow again, then it's fast again. It's really, it's not linear, just always up, money from the sky. That happens for a couple of weeks, but then it's slow. But when it's slow, you have to remember that there will always be another setup and be prepared for that setup. Don't miss that setup. That's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is just stay there waiting patiently. The setup finally comes and you're too scared. Or you miss it, or you misjudge it, or you accidentally do the wrong hotkey or something. That can be terrible. But as long as you can nail that, you're going to be fine. So just keep this quote in your mind. There's always going to be another setup. Now don't forget guys, if you want to book a call, it's linked in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe and apply all the knowledge that I've given you. We're going through a slow market. I'm going through it with you, right? So just remember that. It's going to be fine. There's always going to be another setup. Resist the urge to FOMO. I know it's difficult, but just resist the urge to FOMO and you're going to come out on top. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.